हेलो दोस्तों, can you imagine a thing the value of which was zero around 10 years back and today's? I'm telling about Bitcoin that has recently touched its all-time high price point due to which it is being talked about in market and the media. I thought this would be the right time to make an educational video on it and explain to you what Bitcoin actually merely 12 years ago and on 31st October 2008, Satoshi main motive was clearly evident from the first line of the that would allow payment to send directly from one party to another party without going through a financial. Cryptocurrency is a digital asset over which central bank of financial institution have no control or regulation. The Indian rupee is controlled by the RBI, but there is no central bank or any main financial institution that the Bitcoin cryptocurrency back then cryptocurrency was merely an idea in the mind of that person. But now there is a trading worth lakh in crore on its crypto exchange just like in order to understand the paper of Satoshi and the context of cryptocurrency, we will have to understand our financial system are based on trust. The currency notes and coins have value in our society because they are guaranteed by the government. For example, 200 rupees. It reads, I promise to pay the payer a sum of 200. This is a promise made by the governor of the central bank. That's the Reserve Bank of India. There is the signature right below. This notes hold no value without the promise guarantee. This note will be reduced to an ordinary paper. There is a small but interesting story in this context after the Second World War. The most powerful country in the world and the rest of the countries had to align their currency with the US dollar, a reserve of gold. The actual value is that of gold or silver. But it is not practical to carry gold or silver around in your pocket. The currency notes were printed. What US did away with this gold standard rule back. The central bank of the rest of the countries could print their notes as per their wishes what to currency and which Bitcoin. I helps you to guess how powerful the government and the banks, especially the central bank of the country, are as far as the fact of the matter is that when you deposit your money in the bank, you give the banks permission to pay with the money. Making issue of these deposits, the banks give loans to companies and individuals. There is what future returns, that is interest on that money. We have seen that these banks use the saving and deposit in a very irresponsible manner. It happens quite. Banks give loans to big industrials without performing adequate check, and then these loans become. Banks give loans to big industrials without performing equal check, and then these loans become the bad debit NPA, and who become the victim in such. Depositors like us. Demonetization. The government need to with the 5,000, 500 and 1,000 notes in one single strike, 86% of Indian currency. Those in favor of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are so because they do not want the government or the central banks to exercise so much control over their money or currency. Do you know understand the original idea vision of Santoshi? Santoshi imagined Bitcoin as an alternative financial system which would be based on software technology and would be outside of the control of government. You might be able to recall the global economic meltdown of 2008 mega estimated Lehman Brothers had become corrupt cryptocurrency were born right after this scenario. And then many other cryptocurrency suffered Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. In fact, that the more than 2,000 cryptocurrency were available on the internet. Let's move on the main point now. How cryptocurrency works. If truth be told, in order to understand this, one needs to have knowledge of advanced mathematics and computer science, which I do not have. Then basic knowledge would sufficient. Let's take the example of bitcoins. There is one public account and digital form. Of all the Bitcoin transaction, this is the called a ledger. A copy of this ledger exists on all the systems.